Hello chat, it's me. Back from World Lies of P, day 4. I'm assuming today is going to be the finale, but I don't actually know. And I'm starting stream a little later than I wanted to because I've been tired today. But I want to play the game. I don't think we have too much left, but I don't exactly know how much is left. But I'm just excited to play some more because this game is so much fun. And I'm having such a great time with it. So, I am ready to go pretty much immediately. Last time was quite a productive session. We killed like 4 or 5 bosses or something like that. Got access to the gun sword. It was a great time. Today, we're going to continue moving forward and try and mess around with some of the other strength weapons that we haven't tried yet. Before probably just moving back to the gun sword again. Okay. Also, I want to showcase the title screen changing again. It's another new title screen, this time with like the Aurora Borealis or whatever in the background. Which was different than the start of last stream. So let's go. I'm ready, gamers. Lock in. You know what I'm saying? Here we are in Lumacio's outfit, looking for, let's see, we had the thing about finding something with the lighthouse guy. Also, I didn't even think to check. Let's go quickly check to see if the golden seed has done anything. My assumption would be that maybe it does something after you finish the DLC, but who knows, maybe it's done something by now. Alright, well, nothing yet. Eat the gold coin fruit. And let's go. And we're going to mess around a little bit with the strength weapons. I don't remember if I upgraded them on stream, but at the very least, if I didn't upgrade them on stream, I upgraded them off stream. So we're going to go try those out. And then probably switch back to the gunsword. Alright. And we were off to the shipwreck interior. We were off to the Flexile Sentry boss room. Which is what this looks like. It really looks like the entrance, like the room right before the Flexile Sentry boss to me. Dark Souls 2 strikes again. Dark Souls 2 strikes again. I mean, look at this. You come down through this, like, broken... I think there was a ladder in Dark Souls 2, but you come down through this thing, and then there's, like, ankle-deep water leading into a room. Okay, man. Everything sounds good. Okay, there's more guys attacking me that I didn't know were in here. This isn't the Flexile Sentry. I will say these bigger weapons in Lies of P are very distracting on account of the way that P holds them. Because, like, I just can't see this huge chunk of the screen where the pinwheel is spinning. Which does make things ever so slightly more difficult. I also messed around a little bit with this weapon off stream, because I was trying to figure out how the, because if you notice on the blade part of the weapon in the bottom right, there's like a durability thing going on there. Or not a durability, there's like a Roman numeral there. But I don't know how it works, because I remember in the preview footage that I watched from one of the big streamers, I watched a bunch of different footage, at some points the numeral would go up to 2. And there were people in chats saying they saw the number go up to 4. I never saw something like that. But I've been trying to figure out what makes the number go up and what the number means to no success. I've been looking on like Reddit and stuff because the Fextra Life wiki, useless as fucking always, has no information on what it means. Barely any information at all. Which, I mean, the DLC's not been out for that long, so I guess it's sort of fair from a wiki, but also the wiki for this game sucks, generally speaking. Madman's Journal. I have learned the devil's method. The subject's body must be fresh, minimal post-mortem time. The container must have a close resemblance to the subject. Appearance is key. The essence acquired from the subject must have been produced before death. If this is true, only one element is missing, and it requires a desecration I can't begin to imagine. But must. Am I cursed? Is this retribution for letting myself be blinded by grief and working with these alchemist devils? Without her pain, I'd have had no reason to go on. Send me back to my child. Alas, I cannot, but I can still get the child back myself. If so, that is the only course I can take. I will have no choice but to make this my singular purpose. Cool, man. What the? Can't believe I reacted to that in time. Are they shooting more of those? Oh, they sure are. Okay, that's great. We're being shot at by pirate ships. It's just like One Piece. It's just like One Piece. Why did my thing not kill the other guy? But it killed the fish. Clearly it did not. Oh my god, I hate... Okay, the cannonballs can hit the enemies too? That's good to know. I really do hate these fish enemies, though, I must say. There's a cannonball coming. Oh my god. Also, if I remember, we're also looking for some sort of village to tell about the guy who caught that big fish. The Monstro. So that he can get his beer, in which presumably he's either going to die before we get back, or he's going to die when he drinks the beer, is my assumption. Okay, ow. I do quite like the range on this weapon. The range feels really good on this pinwheel weapon. And the damage is not bad either. It's not, like, insane, but it's not bad at all. I'm gonna die to this cannonball. Holy, that was close. It also uses a metric ton of stamina, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but that's sort of been everything on the strength build, which maybe is why I'm more of a dex guy, but... A chain. Okay, there's one of these. I need you guys to split a little faster so that I don't get hit by a cannonball, please. Thank you. Okay, one. Just worried about getting hit. Okay, where's the other one? Right there. Should be a quartz, right? It's an ancient disc this time, okay. So it's not always the same thing off the white ones. I think both the other times we've seen the white butterflies, they've been quartz, so. Owie. Got hit by the cannonball. Can this hit me behind this? I don't know. It needs enhanced detection. Seems we've gotten too close to be hit with more cannonballs. Oh, cool that sharpening also spins up the weapon. That's cool. It's not just sprinting. Okay, another one of these guys. Fortunately, last time we fought this guy, I got to kind of own him before he got to really do anything, and now I still don't know how to fight them, so. You stop it with the Cypher Pada from Elden Ring. Or not the Cypher Pada, just the Pada from the DLC, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what that weapon's called. I'm gonna assume that guy doesn't respawn. Balance crank, okay. I don't know, I guess we go up top. Man, I would love a shortcut, though. This place has been kind of brutal. Alright, that was well done by me. My ear is so itchy, chat. I'm sorry. Keep getting distracted. Wanted by the Order, Alidoro. Apprehend immediately upon discovery. Fugitive fled after inflicting serious damage upon the Order. Multiple charges have been filed, including theft of confidential information, destruction of property, abduction and luring of Order members, defamation against the Order. Wanted dead or alive. No liability shall be assigned regarding his condition. Wanted poster? Holy shit, it's like One Piece? I wonder if we can go... I mean, obviously that was Alidoro. Why is this room here? There's nothing in this room. I wonder if we can confront him about his name now? After having found that? I'm so confused. That's not the same ship we were on earlier, right? Oh, this area never ends. Okay, which way is the way we're supposed to go? That way or this way? I don't know. Let's stay on this boat for now. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Stop. My poor stamina bar. Stop! Leave me alone! Okay, we're good. Okay. Kind of voice through that shit. Okay. There's the cannon. What's in here? This just leads to the other ship. Once again, let's stay on this ship for a little bit longer. Because I feel like if we're gonna get a shortcut, it's gonna be on this ship and not the other one. Oh, the cannon is helpful. I wonder if killing it makes it stay dead forever or not. Okay. There's 3 of them over there? Are you serious? There's the lighthouse. I feel like the lighthouse has to be our current objective. Let's go back the other way. Regardless, we're still slowly building up our flask. Getting the flask back. We gotta deal with this guy first. Shit. Okay, he's dead. Good. Benini's urgent repair tool. I don't know what that does, I'll be honest. Need to sharpen our weapon. This thing rips through sharpness, I must say. Okay, we can go down there. Let's get the thing that's on the mast here first. On the captain's seat. Dark Moonstone. It's a little One Piece reference. Shouts to Monkey D. Luffy. Okay, what else is down here? A bunch of dead bodies. A ladder that goes even further down. Nothing here. Alright, what's down here where the ladder goes? This room scares me. Can't lock on to any of those corpses. They appear to all be dead. Alchemist's orders. The puppet locked in the brig is dangerous. To even think of releasing something as mad as that into the city. It cannot be allowed. When we have traveled sufficient distance from the city of Krot, retrieve what ergo is left inside that puppet and permanently dispose of whatever remains. Uh-huh. Now the question is that a puppet that we're gonna fight, or is it Arlecchino? Mad Puppet's message. I think that answers my question. This looks like another really long Arlecchino message.
In such a state, I find myself. What magnificent gifts you've given me. Fear not. I shall put these tools to good use. I truly thought it was the end. My body shattered and destroyed. It's not hyperbole to say, well, I was a wreck. Then along came you, brilliant, misguided maniacs, to give me another chance at life. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my, let's call it, heart. But time flies, and there's much to do. I must now bid you all adieu. I have more debts to collect. The one who left me in such a wretched state. Oh, they call her the Legend Starter now. Such a splendid little title. And she owes it all to me. It's only fitting to congratulate her in person. See the truth behind the legend. But I sure won't be doing that here with you idiots. It's time I paid a visit to the zoo and remind her of her debt. Oh, Arlecchino, you are a clever one.
All right. I wonder now. I'm starting to wonder. At this point, I'm sort of assuming that we're gonna have to fight Arlecchino at some point in this DLC. Maybe he's the final boss.
Do I even want to know what was in that cell, or what kind of monster it was?
Arlecchino. Technically, we've met him, Jiminy.
But here's hoping the deranged beast hasn't been set loose upon the world.
I wonder then maybe if P's purpose in this is to go back in time to stop Arlecchino, and then the reason why he is locked up and dilapidated the way that he is in the end of the base game is because of the actions of P in this DLC. Okay, can I drop down here first? Because what if there's a shortcut down here? Instead of fighting 3 of those guys, which sounds like a nightmare. I mean, presumably, hopefully, we can aggro them one at a time. Maybe if we bring out the bow for a minute, we could do that. Okay, what's out here on the front? A lot of nothing. Just checking, no items, okay. But then there was this room in here. List of sent items. The writing looks hurriedly scrawled. The document holder is empty. The documents contained herein must be sent with high priority. This folio must be transported aboard the Archon fleet. Assessment of Simon by the Order. The Path to God. Research Compendium Books 1 to 3. Research paper. Physical alterations arising from Ergo. Comparative experiment. Awakened puppets and the ego of Ergo. Report on experiment number 7 regarding the cause of carcass mutations. Case collection. Carcass mutations resulting from the side effects of the cure. Financial report of the order. Ergo transaction statement. Copies of letters and notes concerning Simon's close associates. Final list of Simon's followers. Seems like they were trying to stop Simon in one last-ditch effort, and then he did this to their ship. Treasure chest. Next to... I guess this is wine all over the floor, maybe not blood. What's in the chest? Broad Bay, 30 year. Oh, that one guy was looking for whiskey, right? The one merchant? Yeah. I guess we can sell that to him for some ergo. Holy Stargazer. Oh my god. Okay, well let's rest at the Stargazer, and then we can go back up to the top to see what was in that other chest. And let's change to the La Vendetta, the baseball bat, and see how we like it. Holy Stargazer. It's a good thing we went down first, because I was going to go forward, assuming that was where I had to go. The guys over there aren't going to get aggroed. Also, it seems that the cannon does not respawn after you kill it. Cool, that would have been sick if it hit. Okay, come over here. You and me. Spin this shit. This buff is really cool on this weapon, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, because it turns it into like the boom hammer from Bloodborne, kind of. Except it's on every hit, which feels really strong. Okay, well if you want to fight me first, that's totally fine. Oops. It's okay. This weapon is cool. It feels a little low impact without the buff, though, I must admit. Compared to, like, the pinwheel. This feels like a weapon that would be better if this was in another game where you have a character with poise, whereas P has, like, basically no poise. And he gets staggered out of, like, every attack. Half Moonstone. Oh. Never mind, there's the silent... Okay, the Half Moonstone was off the enemy. Silent Evangelist Snakehead. This is another strength weapon. Ooh. Oh, I like... That moveset is nice. For a strength weapon, that is extremely fast, and the range on that is insane. What's the heavy attack like? Oh, man, this thing seems awesome. I like this thing. Let's see. What does these things do? Acid Spray deals AoE damage to enemies in front of you. Linked payback swing. Okay, let's take this off for now. I'm gonna put on the gun sword, but I have an interesting idea. When we're back at the next, when we go back to the Stargazer, I've got an idea. And then all the way out here is there's the lighthouse we're looking for. No sign of a village, though. Unless maybe that's it over there, but I don't know if is that Krot over there? Because we're, like, way out on the shore. So I don't know if that's Krot all the way over there. Anyways, let's go back to the Stargazer. I should have gone back to the hotel, actually. I wasn't really thinking about it. Why is my ear so itchy, man? It's actually driving me crazy right now. I don't know what's going on. My existence is pain. Okay, let's actually go back to the hotel first. Here. Yeah, and we can go back to this guy to sell the thing. Let's do that really fast. And then we'll go back to the hotel, actually. So we may as well get the Ergo first before we go back. But I have an idea, chat.
Is that? Yes, it is. Word around town is that the legendary stalker prefers La Bleuie wine. But when it comes to harder stuff, nothing beats whiskey, eh? And since you know its value, don't even think about walking away without letting me make an offer.
Sure, I'll sell it. Do you sell anything new now that I've sold it to you? No. Okay, well, thanks for that. I appreciate it. Teleport, hotel. Okay. But I'm very interested in this snake handle. I don't know if I'm sold on the head, because it seems like, I mean, the acid spray thing is nice. But, like, I'm thinking, what if we took a different head and put it on this? Like, just for example, what if we put the pinwheel on this? How would it then be? I'm curious to try it. For one, it's going to be enormous. Yeah, but how much slower does it get? I mean, not that much slower, really. Let's let it spin up a little bit. The range on this thing is insanity now. Because, like, I mean, we're standing back here, and that's enough to hit an R1. Like, we can outspace everything in the game with this weapon. I don't know if this is the best option for a head, though. Like, maybe you'd want something... Because, like, what does the, what does this do? So you if they're guarding an attack for more power. Interesting. Like, maybe you'd want something that's like a buff instead? I don't know. Like, maybe you'd want, like, the Mjolnir hammer? You definitely want things that are good with slashing, obviously. Like, maybe the ideal thing you put on there is, like, the pipe wrench. And you make just a giant pipe. Like, what if we did that? Just out of curiosity. I mean, that's still pretty fast. Not quite as fast as it was with the snake head on it, but it probably hits a lot harder. Obviously, this is not upgraded, but... And then you have access to Patient Smash. Which with this much range is probably insanely good. Yeah, I really dig this handle. I don't know what would be the best head to put on it, because I'm not super experienced with making custom weapons in this game with the assembling stuff. I mean, obviously you could lean more into the strength aspect and just do a heavy strength thing that's really slow, but I'm not a big fan of the slow weapons, usually. You could also do something like maybe the electric saw, it would be good. This could be kind of cool. And that's, like, really fast. I don't know what the saw's thing does. Oh, it depends on the charge amount. So, like, you can do this. Get this thing charged up a little bit. And it's doing electric blitz and everything. Step forward on that R1 is insanity to me. I mean, the range on that is crazy. This thing seems very, very good to me. I guess the question would be, what would... I really just don't know what the best thing to put on the head would be. What if we tried it with something like the Dancer's Curved Sword? Now I'm curious. Alright, that's doing like 400 a swing. How much does this... I mean, we'll have... maybe we should strength crank it, but... Whereas this does like 500 a swing. Let me put a strength crank on this handle. I'm wasting time that we could be finishing the game, but... This is what it's all about. Holy. Alter handle, where is this handle? I want to put the strength crank on this thing. So now if we put this thing back on, it's doing like 600 an R1 maybe? I mean, it's a range. Here, let me just swing on this guy. 398? Is there like a sweet spot on this? Does it seem like it? I don't know. I'm just not knowledgeable. I mean, the range is crazy. I don't know, I'm not knowledgeable enough on how to make a good weapon in this game, I think is more so my problem here. But I am very curious about it. 'Cause this to me feels really good. This handle. Like maybe you would do it with like the Mjolnir head? What if you did it with this? I didn't save the change? My bad. This, and give it the... hold on. Let's just do it this way, because I'm doing it wrong. Hope you're enjoying the vinyls in the game. Then you just have like a big stick. Seems kind of cool to me. Let's try this out. I think maybe it might be worse than the some of the other options we were messing around with, but this seems cool. Also, I wanted to talk to Alidoro. Let's talk to Alidoro real quick.
Any enemy of the...
Okay, I can't ask him about his name. Alright, back to the frozen coast. Which is our next location. And we'll try out this this new creation a little bit. Before probably just switching back to the gunsword for the rest of the playthrough. I mean, it definitely feels good. I don't think it... I mean, its range is so good. Maybe that's part of what I'm liking about it, is the really long range on this thing. And its sweeps are pretty crazy. Does feel like maybe the gun sword's just better, though. This looks like it might be a village of some sort. To me, it feels like this thing might be a little too reliant on its weapon buff. I'm just going to switch to the gun sword. Just make things simpler on ourselves here. Come here, man. Heal. Can we sneak up on this guy, or is he gonna notice us? Okay, he notices. That's fine. This weapon just feels so good. Yeah, let's just stick with this. This feels too good to pass up. Do you think the guy that he made a bet he could get the catch the fish is even still not a carcass? Ow, okay. That's gonna kill me. It didn't kill me. Never mind, I'm goated. Oh, my stamina was empty. Oh, that was a drop down. It's just stairs. I was like, if we drop down there, how am I gonna get back up? Not a drop down, idiot. Not a drop down. It's a normal path, in fact. Interesting. That door is... You can get onto the other side of that door. Nice lock on, man. That follow-up heavy after the second R1 is so fast. It's actually insane. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Alright, now I know they said the area before kind of reminded me of the fishing hamlet. This is like even more fishing hamlet than the previous area was. Mayor's Journal. Marked out date. Salaus set out to sea 2 days ago. In the end, I couldn't stop that damned old fool. As if all the monsters suddenly appearing and throwing everything into chaos weren't bad enough. Why must that stubborn old man make me suffer so much in my twilight years? But it's not just him. It seems everyone here has suddenly lost their minds. More and more villagers are suddenly insisting they want to die. Feels like I'm the only one who cares about the village anymore. Let's start by checking in with the residents next door. The rest of the words are smudged and illegible. Do you think he made it, or... Krot Lighthouse, cloudy evening. Do we go up to the lighthouse now, or do we do the village here first? I say we go to the lighthouse. The lighthouse is right here. There seems to be expanding village out into the snow. The lighthouse, we know, has something to do with one of our Alidoro objectives. And there's a stargazer here. Krot Mysteries, the Haunted Lighthouse. The legend of the Krot Lighthouse came to be called the Haunted Lighthouse is quite famous. However, even the most avid storytellers do not know the name of the ghost. In life, the ghost's name was Columbo, who was Krot's lighthouse keeper. But all knew him only as the portly keeper, for he was said to have been a greedy glutton. Columbo used his position to extort money from boat captains, giving light only to those who paid. They say he amassed a huge fortune that he hid in a secret location only he could access. That treasure has never been found, leading to rumors that Keeper became so portly by eating all the treasure himself. The townspeople cursed Columbo with every breath. Some believe the curse was worked because one day Columbo vanished. Like his treasure, he has never been found. The lighthouse could not be left unattended, so the townspeople appointed a new keeper, but that keeper suddenly resigned, driven from the post by the cries of the ghost that haunts the lighthouse. This repeated with the next keeper, and the next, and many more, all fearing the wrath of the ghost. It was only after the Keeper changed 7 times that Columbo's ghost finally fell quiet. Even now it is said that the screams of the portly Keeper can be heard echoing through the lighthouse when storms lash the shores. Perhaps the sounds of howling are Columbo raging at the townspeople who cursed him. Okay, and then that leads down to another area down there. I must say this DLC, and maybe I'm misremembering the base game a little bit, but I feel like this DLC has done a much better job at giving you alternate paths to take. Okay, Stargazer. We can level up twice. Let's do that real quick. Level up. We're already at 30 capacity. This gives us 2. This gives us... Let's go to, like, 33 motivity, sure. Maybe try and get 35 motivity. Alright, what's down here? This is the place shown in the decoded frosted cipher machine text. The raised floor...
The whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in.
This floor seems sensitive to
The
weight.
whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in.
Sensitive to weight. Well, I don't really know. Unless, can you make yourself fat? And then it works? Is maybe what it's... Maybe if you go into heavy? There was that, wasn't that merchant selling a talisman that made you go into heavy load? Curious. Let's check out what else is in the lighthouse first. Purification ampule, young fisherman's letter, and an old bottle of beer. It's been a few days since you rose out to kick the bucket, old man. You'll have to drink that beer you love so much in heaven. If you make it back, I promise I'll go to sea with you. Even if it means we might die. Even if monsters leap from the waves all around us, fishers gotta fish. If we're gonna make it, if we're gonna shake in our boots, we gotta do that on the water, right? Whatever, you old coot. Just come back safely, and soon. I swear I'll drink your last remaining beer. An old, dirty, unlabeled beer bottle. It is well past its expiration date. A beer bottle kept for a long time by a poor, elderly fisherman. Fisherman hoped to drink this last bottle of beer while boasting after a big catch. We can take that back to the fisherman. Is that Rosara? That kind of sounded like Rosara. What would she be doing at the lighthouse, though? Alright, what's at the top? Cutscene.
Hey, buddy, see that? Over there.
The Rose Estate?
Found it. The Rose Estate. Leia should be nearby.
Peer into the distance. So that other path down there leads towards the Rose Estate. Gotcha. Is that all that's up here? No, there's an item here. Let me bring everything back on the screen. There we go.
I can't go inside.
Oh, is Rosora talking about the Rose Estate? Oh, here she is. Hey, Rosora.
Oh, it's you, my forever friend.
Oh,
I'm
forever
so glad
friend.
to see you again. I followed the white butterfly here. I found the Rose Estate, but it's full of sadness now.
Oh, that's
I
not
can't
good.
go inside. I'm okay. I have you, my new friend who looks like my old friend.
Looks like your old
you
friend.
Gave me the world again. I
So
miss
she
my
was
old
friends
friend,
with Carlo.
But it's okay that you're not him. You're on your own journey, and I think that's wonderful. Will you promise me something? When your journey ends, let's meet again in a pretty place. Rosora will wait for you there.
Resource treasure. Photo of tree of friendship. It looks to be a tree in the front garden of Krot City Hall. Jesus Christ, Windows sound effect scared the shit out of me. You guys didn't even get to hear it. The tree of friendship. This tree was planted to celebrate the expansion of Krot City Hall. May many find respite beneath its boughs and build joyful memories. Is that where we're supposed to meet her?
Brazora's creator was
After
very
we're
much
done?
loved by my dear old friend. I'm sure my creator would have wanted to be your friend too, because a friend is someone you will
Guessing your
always
creator is
happily wait
Geppetto.
for. When your journey ends, let's meet again in a pretty place. Brazora will wait for you there.
Now, I could be incorrect, but isn't that tree? I don't know if it's in our inventory. I don't think it is. I think it's something you give to her. Is this it? There's, I remember in the base game, there's that lady who's got the petrification disease who asks you to find her child. And then when you go to the place where she said her child was located, instead of a child, you find a puppet. Like a baby puppet. And then you have the choice to either tell her it's a puppet or tell her it's her child. We found a black rabbit door. Now the question is, which one is this? Okay, that makes me think we still have not seen the last one then. Because I would assume that the last one is going to be the eldest. Missing keys log. A logbook of the eccentric's missing keys. What are we going to do with this idiot? That's 23 keys. This is one of the cooler Black Rabbit Brotherhood ones, I think. This outfit with the red scarf and everything, I think looks really cool. But let's keep it in the, let's keep ourselves on the, Lumaccio jacket for now. But I'm guessing that maybe after the DLC is over, after you beat whatever the final boss of the DLC is, you can find her there at the tree across City Hall. Okay, let's just try... What's our heaviest weapon, you think? Probably this. Go here. And then let's just put on as many of these heavy talismans as we can. Take this one off. Put on a... Aha, I was correct. That does work. Alright, now let's change all of our shit back. Let's see. Was this one... And it was this one. Lighthouse Keeper's Journal. They brought bars of gold and made a request. Their ship's movements are not to be recorded in the official logs. It's a truly profitable deal. The local fishermen are nothing compared to them. They arrived at the lighthouse again, loaded with generous payment of gold bars. What are they transporting that's worth so much to keep secret? I snatched a box when they weren't looking. All I found inside were bottles of medicine. The idiots didn't even notice the box I nicked. I sold all the bottles on the black market. Told them all it was medicine, so I got a great price. Later, Maxim said none of his customers ever returned after buying the medication. But I don't see how that's my concern. My treasure trove is growing. All the fools are making me rich. The writing is smeared with blood. This is a joke, right? Only nicked a few boxes. They had plenty. How would they do this to me? I'm trapped. Won't anyone help me? I'll starve. I can't eat treasure. Someone get me out of here. Huh. Well, I guess we can go back to Alidoro and report in. As well as go back to this guy. And there's not a thing here. Where is, Cross City Hall Courtyard, yeah. Okay, maybe we'll check that at the end. Or maybe we end up back at the Krot City Hall in the DLC at some point. don't know. Anyways, let's go to the old man. Although I imagine he's probably not alive. Or if he is, he's not going to be alive for very long.
It's time to celebrate my triumph. And a beer is just what I need. Ah, good. This is the bottle of beer I saved. I bought 3 bottles of this brew after my wife left me.
Oh.
I already drank 2, and now this is the last one. The one I swore I'd only open once I caught the fish. Did you praise my catch to the villagers and the brat?
Everyone was
Did
impressed,
the brat
my friend.
crack a grin? Oh, I bet he did. It's why I caught the fish, to teach Manolin a life lesson.
Poor guy doesn't need to know they're
We
dead.
are not made for defeat. That humans can be destroyed but not defeated. Let's raise a toast to victory with the beer I saved for this day.
And he's gone. Fisherman's weathered key. The key worn and weathered by frequent use, stained with seawater, it is rusted in several places. A key with a cord to wear around the neck to prevent it from being lost, even in high waves. The old fisherman never took this key off, not when fixing the nets or going out to sea. Okay, I've got no clue what that key is for, but we've got it. Poor guy. Also crazy that we brought him the beer, toasted to his victory, he passed away in front of us, and then P just like ripped the key off his neck, I guess. I don't, it's kind of crazy, man. Hello, Alidoro.
Enemy of the alchemists, as a... The door only opened for someone of great weight. Ingenious. Who would have thought? Well done. You have the keen mind of a detective. To condemn the lighthouse keeper to such a
Well, thank you,
cruel fate,
Alidoro.
I'll never be able to stomach their evil wrongdoing.
Yeah, it's like the third
As long
person
as
they've
the
done this to.
alchemists rule Krod, tragedies such as
Name's
this
Detective.
will never end. Thank you for revealing another truth. Without you, the alchemist's secrets would have stayed locked away forever. More problems remain, of course. For all intents and purposes, Krod remains under the thumb of the alchemists. I know that what I'm doing is something that must be done, but I often feel like I'm fighting alone in meaningless battles. The enemy is great, and I am but one man. Will my efforts ultimately be in vain? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed to the people of Krod? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed? You fascinate me. You talk of future events as if they've already happened. Your words bring great comfort. Thank you. They also remind me yet again of the person I must protect. My only family, someone whose life I pray shines with truth. I may be destined to toil through life, mired in deceit and lies. But my wish is for her to live happily. That's the sole reason I remain here and continue to fight.
Tracker of Dark Secrets. Complete all of his clues. We received a disc. Unfortunately, he never makes it. And if I remember correctly, the person he wants to protect is Eugenie, right? The blacksmith. Well, we may as well listen to the new record. Survivor. Time for the best part of all these streams, listening to new records. The occasional meowing of the cat is very funny. I just looked at your stream, bro. Why are you trying not to laugh? That's disrespectful as fuck. Meow. I'm tearing up a little bit, chat. I'll be honest. Meow. Meow. Every time we listen to one of the records in this game, I am reminded of why Lies of P is so special and why I love this game so much. There really is not a game like this. It in fact is maybe the only Souls-like that I've played that is not. Obviously, this game is derivative of the From works in a way, but it's the only one that feels like it has its own, truly its own unique identity, despite the fact that it's so clearly inspired by Bloodborne and Sekiro and the Souls trilogy and like all of that stuff. But it is a game that wears those inspirations on its sleeve, and it uses them to craft its own puppet heart, you know? I don't know. There's something really beautiful about this game, and I this DLC is making me appreciate it all over again. Huh. Video games, man, huh? Okay, so the question now, I guess, is where do we use this key? I'm guessing maybe the key is down here. At whatever is down here. Because I don't think this is the way to the Rose Estate. Okay, well. It's a point of no return is what it is. Is that fucking Monstro? Okay, can I please buff up my weapon? Can you stop charging? Okay. Ow. Okay. This is certainly one of the enemies of all time. Is he just gonna push me off the cliff? What is going on? Okay. Tell you what though, that has a pretty good amount of poise. Okay, that was a red attack. Okay, this is... the charge move is interesting for sure. Oh, beautiful stagger off the Cataclysm. After listening to those songs, it feels really weird to come back into the gameplay against this shark and there just be no music, but... a full moonstone. And then ice emerges out of nothing. I mean, it was almost... I mean, this could be Monstro right here. It's certainly... I mean, it is a whale. It's closer to Monstro than, you know, anything else in Lies of P so far. Although maybe you could say the submarine is Monstro, but it looks to me more like a shark than a whale. Huh. That almost assuredly was not what the key was for, because we didn't use it. Let's just go back to the Stargazer. But hey, we got a full moonstone and fought a shark. That's cool, I guess. Maybe there was like a chest or something locked that I missed when we came through here. I mean, what is that symbol? It's like, it looks like a wooden door with like a little, like a tackle symbol to me. Also, we didn't check out the detective costume that we got. We can be Herlock Sholmes from Ace Attorney, The Greatest Attorney Chronicles. Let's go. We can rock the Herlock Sholmes look a little bit. Who is Sherlock Holmes? I don't know. Who is that guy? I've never heard of that guy before. Maybe the key goes to like his house or something, and there's a house in the village that we can interact with. Also, this is one of the... oh no, never mind. I was going to say this is a bare-handed outfit for P, but not at all. He still has his hand in a glove. It's just a glove that's a little bit closer to his usual skin tone.
Rezora's creator. I'm sure when your gen...
Okay, you have nothing new to say, Rezora, and you're still here. Alright, I guess I'm just going to operate under the assumption that the, whatever this key is for is not in the lighthouse, but is somewhere in the village. So, let's head out into the Resident Evil village. Gloria las Plagas, I suppose. Ah, it's probably to this door right here. Fish door. Oh, is that his wife? Old fisherman's letter. To my beloved Clara. The day you collapsed coughing up blue blood still haunts my nightmares. At first I wallowed in sorrow and tried to follow you. Then I remembered the words you spoke to me. A shabby fisher on the day you became my wife. Do not turn your back on the sea when it beckons. I bought 3 bottles of beer to drink with you. Now only 1 bottle remains. Do you remember that young brat, Madeline? I've entrusted the last bottle of beer to him. Now I head to sea. Don't worry, my love. Come what may, I will always return to you. Damn, man. When he said his wife left him, I didn't assume that she had died and turned into a carcass. And that he went out to sea to end it and see her in the afterlife. It's kind of sad. And by kind of sad, I mean, like, definitely sad. I guess I don't remember if I think I almost laughed when he said that his wife left him. I not assume that she had died. Okay. Look.
Huh. Okay, now, don't quote me
La
on
Roma
this, but
Forest.
I'm pretty sure the legendary stalker is nearby.
What's giving that away? The rose petals, Jiminy? We're gonna be in a cutscene. We're gonna have this stupid hat on. I kind of want to take the hat off. Let's just take the hat off. We can be in the detective outfit, though. Oh. The question is, has she gone mad or died? Well, she's alive at least.
Who are you? You look familiar.
Like Carlo.
Wait. This is Romeo's locket. How?
Oh
This
god, is she turning?
very dear to me. Thank you for returning it. But, before all that, how did you find me? I see.
Been following your trail.
Tracker. He told you about me. He never could fix that irksome quirk of his. Always wasting his time on lost causes. But he doesn't extend his trust easily. His faith in your character speaks volumes. Does that mean I can trust you?
Yes.
Fine.
You
I
can trust
concede
us.
you are not my enemy. If you were, the tracker would have made sure you never reached me.
Yeah, he would have killed us, probably.
The fact you're alive means he trusted your intentions when he sent you here. The tracker has always looked after others. That's the principle that guides him. Comrades would be a better term to describe us than friends. That said, he is the reason I'm listening to you now. Just don't ask me anymore. This photo. It's the last print left. A pity it's damaged. A memory of me with my 2 apprentices. Happier days now gone forever. I was tough on them. I was such a fool. I never appreciated how precious our time together truly was. When tragedy befell us, I couldn't face the past. But Romeo kept the locket for me. To tell you the truth, I couldn't bear it. It was just too painful to see how happy we'd been. All this is the work of that damned Arlecchino. We
Yeah.
have a history. When he ran rampant as a serial killer long ago, I was the one who put an end to his reign of terror. He was evil to the core. So during our battle, I did my best to destroy his body. Perhaps he holds a grudge against me over that. I had heard the ego of a murderer awakened within his ergo. But can a puppet be considered human through ego alone? I don't even know if a puppet is capable of holding a grudge like a human. But since he dragged Romeo into this, I will not let it stand. Do you truly mean that? You'll be putting your life on the line?
Oh, we've been doing that so
I'd like
far.
to say I don't need your or anyone's help. But the last time I fought Arlecchino, I just barely managed to get the upper hand. And that was when I was healthy. There's no guarantee I'll win this time. With Romeo's life at stake, I accept your help. From one stalker to another, I, Leia Florence, ask you to fight with me. Arlecchino left me an invitation to meet. To think he was under my nose the entire time. I searched everywhere for him. Insanity. No time for regrets. Romeo is at the Rose Estate. Along with that damned puppet. We must find a way into the Rose Estate. Despite outward appearances, its defenses are formidable. And the bigger problem is, I've lost my key. So, you and I will have to work something out when we reach the gates.
Don't we have her key?
The key?
We
What?
do.
How? You must be part crow. You certainly hoard everything you come across.
P certainly does do that.
This is the key I lost
He
a while
nods
ago.
at that. That's funny.
Well, this will make it much easier to get inside. The entrance to the Rose Estate is further up the mountain path. Head out once you're ready. I'll wait for you outside.
She is so cool. My pants leg is clipping through my leg. There we go. I didn't get to look at the poster. A defaced poster featuring an image of a missing person. Holes have been torn out where Romeo's eyes should be. On one part of the poster, a map showing a path leading to the Rose Estate is drawn in red ink. Alright, let's bring everything back on screen. Anything else in here? Leia's will.
Romeo, this is likely my final message to you. I am off to battle Arlecchino to save you. I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. There was nothing admirable about my life. But I did what I could. In the only way I knew how. I know Carlo's death scarred us all. I know it changed everything. But we endured. There was always hope. And it was because of you. Without you by my side, I would have been lost long ago.
Huh. Really wondering how Romeo ends up
We need to follow her.
the king of the puppets. Alright, well, you and me, Leah. Or Leia. Let's go.
Be careful. The enemies here are not to be taken lightly.
Oh, a forest cave. Stargazer. Yippee. Just gonna stand there, girl? Oh, and she's with us for exploring this area.
You have some skills, I must admit.
This is kind of cool.
Don't take your eyes off the enemy.
I was about to do exactly that and try and see what was in this corner. Alright, you got that one. I love that she has, like, no questions about P's gun arm. Beautiful work, team. Oh, what's back here? Treasure. Shepherd's Amulet. What does that do? Increased damage of throwing objects? They already do so much damage.
It's not too late yet. Let's head to the estate. Follow me.
I'm following, girl.
You have some skill. You must have had a good teacher.
I wish I remembered who P's teacher was, because they keep bringing up his teacher thing. Oh my god, I'm dead, because I got hit twice by a bear. That's crazy. That's crazy. Got hit twice by a bear and died. Wow. Okay. Let's try that again.
Focus. It's starting. Still fight. Then prepare yourself.
Alright. I never even checked up there. Oh no, that's the way we're supposed to go. Never mind. Me when I lie. Leia, you gotta move. You must have had a good teacher. I wish I remembered who P's teacher was. Or if that's like a thing that's said in the base game.
Let's head to the estate.
This gun sword is so fun though, dude. It's so fun. It's so very fun. Okay, there's nothing right here.
Quickly.
I was just looking to see if there was items to pick up, Leia. Cut me some slack.
Your stance, the way you move, it's oddly familiar. Not too shabby.
I feel like this is a part of the lore that I should have remembered, but I just do not remember at all. Damn, girl.
We will return together. I'll make sure of it.
She's running out of steam, though, a little bit.
I'll kill you all. No time to waste.
No time to waste indeed. Cool, that's definitely the one I wanted to lock onto there.
Another one down. Keep going.
Yeah, she took out 3 dogs by herself, and I needed her assistance to take out 2. Okay, alright, well. Don't I look bad?
Have we met before by some chance? Nothing will stop us. This is the end. Die!
Damn. They're really wanting to flex all the shit that her weapon gets to do before you get to use it, which is really cool, actually. I don't know what the monkeys are doing here.
I'll kill you all.
Nice work, team. Sharpen my weapon. Keep moving. It's a long path to the Rose Estate. I wonder if she's gonna die at the end of this section or not. Oh my god! That shit is so crazy looking. We got a big guy coming. Better for preparing than I am. It's kind of crazy. Okay, sure, judgment cut, girl. Go for it.
I will endure. I must. At least until we reach the estate.
She just stabbed painkillers into herself? Hold on. Wait, what is that talisman he dropped to? Increases Fable charge amount and Fable Arts damage when pulse cells are discharged.
Keep moving.
I was reading the thing that he dropped, okay? I'm sorry, Leia. I'm sorry.
I cannot lose Romeo. I have to save him. I must. I will. Damn this snow. We must hurry. Look, the Rose Estate. Keep moving.
Yeah, we've made it to the Rose Estate, all right.
Let's put an end to this.
Interesting that we put away the weapon.
Yeah, I have the key.
Yeah, well, we did give you the key, so I don't know why P was trying to open it himself. Is she gonna die right now? Or is she gonna tell us to go on ahead without her for a little bit, and then she joins
We made
in?
it, but I may have pushed myself too hard. You go ahead. Check out the situation. I'll follow soon.
Okay.
I just need to take something for the pain.
All right, you got it. I must say I quite like the detective outfit for P. It's quite cool, actually.
What happened here? Wait, could this be the Monad Charity House tragedy? But that was the petrification disease, wasn't it? This is just a massacre.
Perpetrated by Arlecchino and not disease, it would seem. Level up our motivity. I'm going to quickly go to the restroom. And then we will move into what I presume is going to be the last section here of this DLC. So I'll be right back, and then we will push on to presumably the finale. I'll see you then. I'm back, gamers. I'm back. All right. Headphones back on. Unmute the game. Show the game on the screen. Here we go. Yeah, these people don't look like they had the petrification disease. All the blood is red. Oh my god. No, I'm keeping the detective outfit on. Alidoro called us a master detective, and I don't want to let him down. Alright. I'm gonna make the death counter and the Fugi disappear, because I assume we're gonna get a cutscene through this door. Roses. Oh god, is that Romeo? Or what's left of him?
Not you. Not like this. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Is it just his hands? Maybe he's still alive? Romeo's letter. Master Leia, the time you read this letter, I will be at the zoo, taking care of the matters I recently informed you about. Please don't be concerned that I am acting on my own. I'm not a child anymore. I hope instead you will focus on getting some rest. Your health won't improve without it. I'll bring you some fine coffee that suits your tastes when I return. Your faithful apprentice, Romeo. Photograph of a young man whose blonde hair is streaked with blood. His face is not visible.
Get up. I need to get up. I must find him. No. It's okay. You'll be okay. You deserve to be happy. Romeo. Romeo.
God, the music too, dude. I really thought that we were... I don't know, I guess I thought we were gonna make it. I mean, I know that Romeo's gonna become the king of the puppets somehow, but... I still don't really understand how.
This is horrific. To see the arms of
Yeah,
her
both of his
apprentice like
arms.
that. Do you think she'll be okay?
No, I don't.
That would destroy anyone, regardless of their resolve.
Yeah.
The only way we can help her is to find Romeo.
Right. When you're right, Jiminy. Onad Charity House. Snowy night. God, he really just came through here and killed everybody in this orphanage, huh? God damn. Rose Estate, the cradle of truth. I think I hear him laughing. Arlecchino, that is. On the potential of the murder puppet. To the most honorable Sir Simon, the second experiment involving Puppet A is complete, and although rigorous testing must still be conducted, so far we have avoided any major conflicts or issues. As expected, this puppet is a small, even insignificant thing, but it is self-aware. In fact, it believes itself to be human. We will continue to observe the subject in hopes it is able to master the appearance, if not the truth, of human thought and behavior. We believe it could be quite useful to you in the future, Sir Simon. When we procured the puppet, it was so severely damaged it required a full set of new limbs. Because it was so thoroughly destroyed, even I had doubts about whether we could recover it to an operable state. The repairs took longer than expected. We ask for your patience and understanding regarding this. Respectfully, Sergio, Puppet Manager. Jeez. Oh, well, it seems like it wasn't just Arlecchino. Do we kill them, or do we just do we put them out of their misery, or do we leave them? Oh my god, dude. The fucking music. This is a oh wait, no, that's a puppet. This is haunting. What about you? I don't know. I don't feel good about attacking them when they're not attacking me right now. But also, I feel like I should put them out of their misery. Oh, these ones aren't puppets, though, man. So was it Arlecchino that did all this, or did a bunch of them turn into carcasses and then... Oh, man. This is extraordinarily harrowing. A petition to the Order. To the esteemed and honorable Sir Valentinus. Firstly, while I understand your appreciation of Simon's talent, you must understand how malicious the man has become. I confirmed he actually procured a puppet driven by the ergo of a deranged killer. A heinous thing, tainted with blood and as dark as the abyss is deep, simply so he could study it. I have heard it is said that if you gaze for too long into the abyss gazes also into you. Yet the abyss, we are told, is the way we must go if we to emerge into the light. But what light is to be gained from embracing the mad ergo of a remorseless killer? Please, before it is too late, you must take action. Sanction him. Your faithful aide, Arden. Jesus, dude. Yeah, I don't wanna kill them. I don't know. I'm very conflicted. This is a crazy fucking finale for the DLC, man. There's a dear friend. Hi, dear friend. I just am... The music is, like, really blowing me away. Just leave them be. Surely that one's gonna attack us, right? Yeah, it seems that way. Shit. Okay. Alright. Ugh. Sharing the warmth of giving, an evening of philanthropy. You are all invited to the evening of philanthropy being held at the Monad Charity House. Spring celebration photo, 18-something. May your future days be naught but happiness. Leia's gone. She's not there anymore. That's concerning. Because she hasn't passed us. She knows other ways through the Monad Charity House that we don't. Jesus, dude. Family's happy memory. My family, they're everything to me. In honor of Carlo's upcoming coming-of-age party, Leia, Carlo, Romeo. There is still one left that's undamaged. Sophia's diary. The This petrification disease has everyone frozen with fear. Frozen except for the trembling. Father ordered the quarantine measures at the first sign of trouble, and Antonia's music has helped calm and comfort those desperate people. Many children who fled here. If the quarantine works, this winter will pass with no further trouble. But nothing can prepare us for the pain of losing someone so precious. We're still recovering, especially Romeo and her. I pray for the safety of those still outside. P.S. Simon asked to meet at the harbor, but I declined. It's far too early for the next food shipments. What could he want?
Wait, this
Yeah, I was gonna say this bed is reminiscent of.
She was here when all this happened.
Damn. And not too long after all this happened, or even before this happened, she's taken by Simon Manus. And forced to do all that. Jesus, man, this area doesn't stop, does it? Another letter from an old friend, undelivered. Also, I'm guessing that the people finding P's fighting style familiar is probably because he moves like Carlo, I'm guessing. The first part of the letter is missing. I know you're angry about what you've read. Sorry for my rudeness, Antonia. That is what Grandmaster Geppetto, the head of the workshop, would have sent you. This is different. This letter is from your old friend, Giuseppe. Antonia, ever since that day, I can't recognize this world. I was intolerant. An ambitious man who came to believe his own genius reputation, only focused on one thing, reaching the pinnacle of his field. When I learned of Vanini's brilliant work, I didn't want to acknowledge him. How dare he try to outdo me? I was vain, only satisfied when the world's praise and attention were all mine. And my world was a gilded treasure chest that remained utterly empty. Camille taught there was still hope, worlds even an empty man could still live for. That's the trouble with finding heaven. Losing it is more terrible for having known it in the first place. I'm not the man I was before Camille, but I'm no longer the man I was when she was still here. I needed her eyes to see the world without pain, her soul to learn how to love it. Yet no matter how hard I try to remember now, it all slips through my fingers. My world has lost all color. I think I understand to my very bones the old saying, hell is the pain of remembering loss. So I am an empty man again, Antonia. Even now, Giuseppe Geppetto is no different than a puppet's hollow shell. I have one last worry, the child. I decided to let him try to live in Camille's world, and that meant a world without me. Thanks to you and the Monad Charity House, the child grew up happily, I think. I'm grateful. Leaving the child was selfish, I can't deny it. Leaving him to grow up without parents was unforgivable. And yet I still believe it was the right path. Instead of growing up in a world of ash and ruin, Carlo had you. I hope someday you can forgive this old fool, Antonia. Your friend, Giuseppe. Okay. These ones seem like they're active, unlike the ones we've been avoiding so far. And the music has also stopped. Thanks for checking off the wall, P. I appreciate it, man. To be honest, I was kind of hoping this section was just going to keep going until we got to the boss. With all the atmosphere and stuff, I don't really want to fight enemies, to be honest with you. Okay, hello there. This gun sword is so fucking cool, though, man. Shit is so cool. Yeah, now we're back to normal gameplay, I guess. Special purification ampule. A nice ladder. Down into the cellar. We have another stargazer. I guess fully signaling the end of our heavy atmosphere area. Okay. Okay. There we go. Thermite. 2 more years of service and dedication to the Rose Estate. Yeah. All the humans working here turned carcasses, and all the puppets infected with carcasses. And anyone that isn't one of those 2 things murdered by Arlecchino. Frenzied Amulet. Restores HP when a fatal attack is successful. That's probably decent. It's like the, there's a thing like that in the Dark Souls games and in Elden Ring, and it's pretty good in those games, so. I would imagine that's not terrible at all. Boom. Green Ergo Chunk. Boom. I love charged heavy attacks. It's a little unfortunate. We just can't stop chinking off walls in this place. Right, further down we go. That's a sound. This reminds me of an area in the base game. Where, like, that one big jester enemy breaks through the wall. I think that place is like a prison, though, not a wine cellar, but I could be mistaken. Also, now I know those guys explode when they die. Alright. Boom. 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 Another ladder you shouldn't have. Back up out of the wine cellar. What do we have in here? Edict, purification for the great truth. We will purify these heresies for the great truth, for leader Valentinus will not. He is a feeble turncoat. He has halted research into ascension and abandoned the path of truth. He has dared to place the Great One's physical form into the hands of heretics and unbelievers. These heresies cannot stand. As the inheritors of the sacred truth, we must take control. You are commanded to cleanse the remnants of heresy from the Rose Estate. Purify the site. All others will continue on the pilgrimage for truth, guided by noble Sir Pistris. Awaken, evolve, ascend. Purify the Rose Estate and the cathedral with divine elixir. Huh, so maybe this wasn't all Arlecchino's doing then? Where does this take us? Feels a little soon for another shortcut. But I'm guessing that further down is not the way to go. Unless this is the way to go. There's a chest. What's in the chest? It's a very fancy one. Letter to Valentinus. A letter folded with great care. It is written in steady, neat handwriting. Sir Valentinus, I hope this letter finds you well. I wish to apologize for the manner in which I abandoned my duties, which bordered on betrayal. I love this family, but walking the monad path proved too painful. I lived in constant fear of being dragged down into the darkness alongside you. I could no longer endure gazing into that yawning abyss. I decided I must walk a different path. I am truly indebted to you for all you have done, taking me in and raising me, and for the great authority you placed in my hand with the rose sword. I intend to use the power of this sword you gifted me to fight for something righteous. Oh, Father. It embarrasses me even now, but I truly wish to call you that at least once in my life. The feelings inside me as I watch my apprentices grow makes me wonder if you felt the same way gazing at me. Your grateful daughter, Leia Florence.
This must be Valentinus and his wife's chambers, if I had to guess. So many bloodstains. I don't think they made it out of here alive.
No,
Even a former
probably
leader
not.
of the Order was helpless when death came calling.
Here we live, here we remain. We are eternal. Certainly looks a lot like us, doesn't he? That Carlo. A secret door behind a bookshelf. What the hell is this? This is the room they kept the Aegis in the beginning of Xenoblade 2. I was not expecting a Stargazer, I'll be honest. Great Master's Letter of Excommunication. To my young apprentice, I am told you have succumbed to delusion and abandoned the path of truth, Valentinus. The human heart can be pitiful, but it is resilient, and I see you were unable to discard your connections to family. But your greater sin, handing over the Great One's arm. You have fallen so regrettably far, I have no choice but to inform you that in the name of the Council I declare you excommunicated. As one once shared the bond of master and apprentice, I have personally created this excommunicate's cure for you, that you may not have time to take it. I've heard my sea monster is on the move, and he is headed your way. You who will not see the thread of eternity, make your choice. To live and rot as a human, or to bloom into the next phase of evolution as your final act. Unfortunately, the question is rhetorical, for the matter is out of your hands, Valentinus. And another secret door. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, I guess? I guess this must have been where the Hand of God was. Because what was down then? I guess this must be the way to go? What was there if we went down instead? I'm now curious. Because we could have gone down here. It's a watchman puppet? But with an alchemist skin on it? Oh my god. The sound it made is horrific. I don't know how to fight this enemy because I haven't played the base game in forever. It hurts. Stop hitting me. Okay, that's better. Nice. Post. My stamina! No, dude! Oh, man. Okay. This guy's tough. I don't remember. I forgot how to fight this kind of enemy because there's not been a single one in the DLC so far. And I haven't played the base game in, like, over a year. Okay. It's fine. That's only death number 2 for this stream, so we're doing pretty good for 2 hours, I must say. So, we can just go back down. It's not that bad. I guess it's a good thing we came this way first and got the Stargazer. Because now we don't have to run past the other enemies to get back to this guy. Alright. This time for sure. With feeling. He's sitting on my ergo, which is kind of annoying. Oh my god, my stamina? I'm gonna die again? Holy. When is it my turn? I don't know. It just keeps swinging. And I do not know the timings. Okay. We will try that again. This has been a very peaceful stream with no deaths up until now, so... Here we are. Gotta get warmed up before we get to, presumably, Arlecchino. Crazy how the only time this whole stream I've had a viewer is the part where I'm dying to a mini-boss enemy. They weren't here for, like, the really cool atmospheric stuff, or when I was, like, beating the entire second half of the shipyard area without dying. And I'm pretty sure they're gone. Now I look like the fool. Oh my god, dude. And they reach so far. My stamina just gets destroyed. Please, I'm trying to heal. Stop it. Leave me alone for like 2 seconds. Oh my god, dude. When does this thing stop attacking? Okay, that's good damage. Take the riposts. You're down to 2 flasks, though, so we don't really have time to make any more mistakes. There we go. Jesus. Accusation against Simon. Sir Valentinus, with the utmost sincerity and all due respect, this will be the 9th indictment. I write to you now as Luca, senior counselor, but as Luca, your protege. As I've said, I strive to live by your guidance and lessons. You know this, I'm sure of it. So it's with that same sincerity and respect that I will continue to indict Simon. An assembly must be called regarding all this immediately. Not only is he using Ergo for personal gain, he is carelessly exploiting it. He's even gathering followers and convincing them that he will lead them to ascension, to godhood. He's making no effort to hide his true intentions, but it's not too late. Please, call an assembly. I will prove everything. Do you think he did it, chat? Ignore the fact that Simon is in power in the base game in the future. A single quartz? Okay. All that for some lore in a single quartz. I think we spent more flasks on that guy than we did on some of the major bosses. Okay. Alright. Further into the study we go then. That's a drop down. It's also the only way to go. So we drop down. Guy's like a butler with no head. So no head. Okay, I just gotta keep heavy attacking, or else I'm just gonna chink off every wall in this place. It's simply inevitable. It's getting a little late. But I really did think we were gonna beat this today, but I feel like there's so little left that if we stop, the next stream is gonna be so short. Heavy attack? Pressing the button, there we go. It's a shame his name is P for Pinocchio and not for Poise, because, you know, Poise would be nice on this guy, I must say. Oh, hey there. Here's another secret door. This one just leads to a chest. What's in the chest? Courage amulet. What does that do? Enhances pulse cell recharge when discharged. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, I don't know how to get to the other side there. Ladder. Is there anything back here? It's an item. That's all. Alright, up the ladder we go. You know how we love ladders on this stream. Welcome to Bergenworth, by the way, chat. I hate to keep comparing all the areas in this DLC to areas from other Souls games, but they're not making it hard for me to do so. Just wait till we fight Rom the Vacuous Spider at the end of this. I do so love this gun sword, though. Doesn't seem like this accomplishes much. At the moment, anyway. Maybe if more of the bookshelves move somehow? I don't know. At the moment, that seems kind of pointless. Well, there is the big... Huh. This is a dead end? Oh, we can go this way. I didn't see this. This gets us down to the big piece. The big knight piece, which I'm presuming is going to move a bunch of the bookshelves around. Alright, well, a bunch is maybe a strong word for one, but, you know, it moved a bookshelf around. Which will now inform this section here. We could make the jump to this. Let's do so. Not really worth my time, but okay. Amerigo chunk, and then we can move another big knight piece. What does this one move? Aha! a path forward. Oh, hello. Nice puppet ripper axe. Is that what that's called? It's the... No, it's the living puppet axe. That's what this thing's called. Okay, ow. Ow. Boom. 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 Uh-oh, that's not good. Heal. There it is. I was like, surely we gotta be getting close to a riposte. Rose Garden Key. Key obtained from within the Rose Estate. It unlocks the door to the Rose Garden entrance. Of all the gardens in Krot, Lady Isabella's Rose Garden is said to be the most beautiful. Having lost their caretaker, the roses now gleam crimson, an ill-timed vision of bloom amidst the backdrop of white snow. Okay. Guessing that's the... This is the way to the thing, I assume? Yep. Alright. Into the Rose Garden we go. And there's a Stargazer. And that sounds like Arlecchino. Who sounds like they may be fighting against Leia. I don't know how she got ahead of us, but... The last battle. The end of this overture is approaching. Revisit the unfinished stories from your journey. Unspoken words and unfulfilled promises may all disappear when the overture ends. Alright, well I don't think there's anything else we can do, right? I mean, yeah, because Rosora said she would meet us when our thing was over. I guess one last chance to go check to see if the Golden Seed has done anything, or if we have to wait until after the Overture is over. The question is, how long is it going to take us to beat the Overture? Because presumably this is going to be a tough boss, but we'll see. Maybe it won't. At least we have a disc we could give to this guy.
Well,
Not rare ergo. Ancient discs. Oh, we already got all the quartz from him. Don't really need any of this stuff. I guess I'll take the Legion calibers, but they do nothing for me. How much quartz do I have? Two quartz. Okay, what I would like to do is... Where is the... I thought it was one of these. Increase Fable Arts effect duration. Where is that? Here it is. I want this to buff up my weapon buff for longer. And then we'll buff it even further. Alright. And then we'll check the Golden Seed, and then it's off to the final boss. Appears that nothing has changed. Not yet. Although, I do have one idea. What if we went back to the future? What if we go to the future? Will something have... Will there be a tree or a little small tree there now, maybe? I didn't even think to go back to the present. Because we've been in the past. We planted it in the past. What if we go to the present and check the same garden? Whole lot of nothing. Well, it's worth checking, I suppose. Here we go then. Time to find out how bad this is gonna be. Level up strength one more time. I'm gonna switch to the electric grindstone because I assume we're gonna be fighting Arlecchino as the final boss. And presumably he will be weak to shock because he's a puppet. Unless, of course, we are needing to fight Leia because maybe she's gonna go carcass mode. I'm still worried that we may have to fight her. And I guess I'm going to put on the... We already have the Puppet Destroyer on. Probably should have had the Carcass Destroyer on for the last little while, but I wasn't really thinking about it. Alright, here goes. I'm going to make our things disappear for the presumably opening cutscene, and let's go. That's not what I expected Arlecchino to look like.
Where's the legend I faced before?
Certainly different than how he looks in the base game.
Filthy puppet!
Oh, no. I must ask. Did you actually believe you could save your beloved apprentice? And who might you be?
I'll play it up to initiating. I mean, normally I like to fight these things solo, but I feel like we gotta do the lore. We gotta get her up and helping.
Now our guest of honor, Leia Lawrence, takes the stage one more time.
Okay, our damage seems insane. There's gotta be a second health bar. Uh-oh, I started charging the attack before he flashed red. Holy shit, he does not let up! Okay. Alright, I'm assuming there's a second health bar. If there's not, this just seems like it's gonna be pretty easy. So long as I don't get killed by one combo, because I don't know how to dodge any of it. But, otherwise... I'm assuming there's a second phase to this. Maybe we kill Arlecchino and then she goes crazy from the cure or whatever. That's my guess, but we shall see. Alright, but now we don't have fully charged Fable, which is kind of cringe.
Now our guest of honor, Leia Lawrence, Rodan, takes the stage one more time.
But yeah, look at that damage. Alright, time for phase 2, I assume.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This.
Oh, man.
The alchemists offered me nothing but boredom. But you two offer me something greater, won't you?
What the hell is that? Okay, I died instantly in phase 2. That's great. That's a good start. Okay, I'm assuming that is... It seemed like that might be kind of similar to Loxasia's phase 2 start. Where you want to, like, perfect block the projectiles and everything, and then... I'm presuming... I didn't catch to see if the dive bomb was also a red move or not. Yeah. I'm willing to try and beat this boss solo on my own time. Not a great start. I don't understand how to block any of his combos, man. None of it makes sense. I blocked that, but okay. It's fine. Alright, well, this run's not going quite as well as the last one. He has just not attacked her the whole time. Alright. That's not a great start. We can't just, like, completely ignore phase 1 is the problem. We actually need to learn it a little bit. He doesn't have a lot of health, but, like... his attacks are very difficult, and I don't understand them. Alright. We go again. Help her up. Sharpen. Buff up. He's so aggressive, man. When is it her turn to fight the boss? Okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess we got a little lucky getting to phase 2 on our second try, because he's just fucking obliterating us now. His attacks are so aggressive, and it's making me worried about what phase 2 is going to be like when he presumably actually has a health bar. Because he fucking hurts. He hurts really bad, and he's extraordinarily fast and very hard to read. Alright, lock in. I was gonna say, girl, do you want to do like a heavy attack or something to stagger him instead of just hitting me? Okay. Alright. Yeah, this boss is gonna be a nightmare to solo later, but... okay, now let's not die immediately at the start of phase 1 again. Oh, he's gonna explode? What? Okay. He's still attacking. He's not done. His opening at phase... what the fuck? What the fuck? That's the start of phase 2? I thought it was gonna end with the dive bomb like Luxasia in the base game. I was severely underestimating what that was gonna be. Okay, alright. You got it, man. You got it. Okay. That is gonna take some learning for sure. To get to the point where that does not instantaneously kill us. Alright. Well, here we go. More time. Alright, he's really ignoring me this attempt. Which I am not opposed to. Alright, that was our quickest phase 1 yet. Let's see if that gives us the opportunity to learn anything about phase 2. Here's a question. Can I sprint to dodge these projectiles? No, is the answer to that question. Shit. Okay, we got closer that time to not dying. He ends that shit with a red attack, though, that we have to learn how to do. Okay. My only question is if he's gonna get easier once we survive the phase 2 onslaught. Welcome back, Waterfowl Dance. How are you today? This is not really Waterfowl Dance. This is sort of a different kind of situation. But, you know, it's just, in spirit, it's kind of similar. Okay, here we go again. Stamina back. Okay, you're being kind of late right now, girl. Do something. There you go. There is what I'm looking for. Alright. I wonder if there's a world where we should switch to the perfect block grindstone. And then, like, do it right here at the start of phase 2. To just be able to go, like... and ignore all of this at the start. I'm dead, by the way. Yep. I messed up the projectiles and got hit by 2 of them, and so I was dead there. Because I don't know how to block the big whirlwinds tornado. Maybe you can run from it, similar to the explosion with Marchiona. That could be something worth trying next attempt. Is maybe we can run away from it if we just, like, sprint away. Worth considering. Alright, here we go again. Pop our gun. This is a really cool boss room, though. With, like, the blood pool and the snow falling. This is really sick. Why did we not get our riposte there? Okay, we got the kill, though. Slowly starting to figure out phase 2, or phase 1 a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Okay, you know, we definitely can't get away from that. Fuck. Just barely late. Just barely late. That's a little more delayed than I thought it was. Little more delayed than I thought it was. That's the closest we've gotten to surviving the start of phase 2, though. Okay. I want to try something. Let me switch to... which one of these is the perfect block one? This one. I want to try that at the start of phase 2. It is going to mean that phase 1 takes a little bit longer, because we're not going to get the shock for free. But I think that's a trade I might be willing to take if it means we can survive to the start of phase 2. And get to actually learn a bit, a bit of what, I didn't mean to do that. A bit of what the boss actually does. Okay. Well, we made it to phase 2, but I died before she ulted, so... I don't think I counted that one. I didn't press the button. I don't know if I've been pressing the button for all these, actually. I just want to get to see phase 2. But also, it's getting pretty late, and I kind of want to call it for the night. But I also don't want to just stream fighting this boss next stream, unless we do, like, Lies of P into Dark Souls 3 follow-up. I'd also like to not stream tomorrow if possible. I don't know.
Now this technique, this one I know.
Oh, does he recognize P's fighting style also? When would he have fought Carlo, though? Alright. That gets us into phase 2. I probably shouldn't rip this heal, but I'm going to. Let's buff up. And this is just infinite perfect blocks. I don't know how long this lasts, though. So I don't know if it lasts long enough for me to get through this whole thing. Oh my god, he's not even... That's not even the end. The move that was killing us was not even the end. Holy shit, dude. Let me heal. Can you target her for like a second, Arlecchino? Boom. It's a big hit. He's inflicting break. Also, I don't remember what that status even does, I'll be honest. Uh-oh. Boom! Oh, we get a unique thing with all the... Oh, yo, this is so cool! That's so fucking sick! What the hell? That's so sick! Again. I didn't really mean to do Cataclysm there. That was kind of a misinput, but it's okay. On the one flask, it's a little scary. Leia's almost down also, but so is Arlecchino. I'm just gonna... Okay, he's going into this again. I should have waited just a tiny bit longer so that I would have a little more time on this perfect block thing, but we do have it up. So we don't have to survive this a second time without knowing how to block it. I ran out of stamina! No! Okay, we're alive. Holy fuck. Boom! Oh my god. Okay. I'm so excited to try and learn that boss solo. That's very tough, though. Let me get myself out of the way for the cutscene. The fucking... The riposte was so cool. He's like a visual combination of... like Melania, Radon, and Orphan of Cause. She gave us the Rose Sword. And now we get the fucking Judgment cut his ass to end the DLC. It's peak. Oh, and there's Romeo as a human. Now he's got puppet hands.
Thank you.
It's sort of like a reunion between the three of them.
It's yours now. All this time, I wondered why you look so familiar. Now I know.
And he's gone back to the present. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. They did it again. It's peak. Thank you, Goat G1. God, I love Lies of Peace so much. I'm so excited to see what they are cooking with the Wizard of Oz stuff. And I guess now we get little flashback shots of the main cast in between the events of the DLC and the present. I wonder if we missed a Black Ribbon Brotherhood door then to get the eldest brother's outfit. Kitty cat! Meow. God, I don't know. I mean, I said it earlier in the stream when we were listening to the vinyl. But there's just something so special about this game, and I really don't know how to put it into words about why this game is so special and means so much to me. But it's really, really awesome. Shouts to the 2 viewers who were here for part of me fighting Arlecchino and then left before I beat him and didn't say anything in chat. Real goat behavior. I appreciate it. I mean, I say it in sort of a tongue-in-cheek sort of mean, oh, look at the Watchman, but he was happy with people. Oh. Just truly is such a special and incredible game. I'm very much so thinking about replaying this game casually, like, immediately after this. Luxatia. Because this game is just so good. And the DLC was amazing. I think really they sort of found their old hunters here to unfortunately keep making comparisons to this game and other Souls games, but the quality on this is insane. The bosses, I think the bosses were of much higher quality than in the base game, and I think the base game has a lot of great bosses, like Romeo, like Nameless Puppet, like Luxatia. I think that making most of their bosses have 2 phases with 1 health bar, and saving the 2 health bar just for Arlecchino, I think was a really smart decision that makes it not overstay its welcome like it does in the base game when you're like 6th boss in a row that has a 2nd health bar. Because it's what, like Romeo, Green Monster, Luxatia, Manus, Nameless Puppet. More I'm probably forgetting. Like, Victor's like the only one after like you get the halfway mark that doesn't have a 2nd health bar. So I liked bringing more of the bosses in line with Victor's pacing than some of the other bosses. I don't know. This game's great. I love it so much. And we did it in only 119 deaths for the DLC, which is barely more than Dark Souls 1 for the entire game by 2 deaths. And we did use summons a little bit. We summoned Alidoro for the very end of the Two-Faced Overseer, and we used Leia for Arlecchino. Although I feel like Leia did not feel too helpful in Phase 2. She felt more helpful in Phase 1. Not to say she wasn't helpful in Phase 2. That's obviously ridiculous, but I'm excited to fight that fight again and try and beat it solo, although I think that the cinematicness of fighting alongside Leia is like really cool and obviously what they want you to do. So, I'm all for it. You know, I have no problem with using the things that are in the game, especially when they make the story more fun. And like I like the story in this game a lot, so it's the same reason why I think that I really have turned around on the Letta and allies fight in Shadow of the Erdtree. Because, I mean, after beating it solo, now that I've been doing it with Ansbach and Tiolier, it's just more fun. And it's more cinematic, and you get, like, all the voice lines from all the different characters, and it's really cool. They still didn't really explain how Romeo ends up as Romeo in the base game, though. I still don't really understand that at all. I really don't understand how that happens. Unless the Romeo from the base game is not the same Romeo, but it feels like, why would we name him that? Unless maybe he's a... I don't know, my wonder, because he has the puppet hands there at the end of the DLC, maybe he, like, slowly replaced more and more and more with Puppet. Is that the lady I was talking about that you give the fake doll to? Or the fake baby to, and she thinks it's her own baby? God, the music is so good in this game. And that whole final section in the Rose Estate, I think the little bit of the gameplay was maybe not super necessary with the enemies, but like just that section of like a couple minutes straight of just walking through and just witnessing the destruction caused by a combination of the alchemists, the carcasses, and Arlecchino was really, really impressive and really, really cool. Christmas! Is that the guy that is married to the doll or the puppet? Is that guy? But I assume that this is not over still, because we still haven't seen what the gold... I'm guessing that after beating the DLC, we get whatever the Golden Seed thing was. In loving memory of Bomb Bomb. Oh. Oh. And then there was... Rizora said she was going to meet us and wait for us after our adventure ended. So presumably she has a thing, maybe where we can find her in the base game. Although, considering how everything ends for every other NPC in the DLC, I'm not expecting her to make it. There's the 3 of them. Look at Carlo. I just feel like I want more. I want to know more about like how Romeo ended up the way that he did after the events of the DLC. What's this gonna be though? Geppetto? Does Geppetto turn him into the Nameless, or the King of the Puppets? Why is he even here? Secret room key, leader's mask, leader's battle baton, and the monad rose sword. So what's the implication that Geppetto kills her and Romeo, turns Romeo into a puppet, maybe as a prototype of P? But things are not done. There's still... The butterflies are still guiding us. Stories that remain. There are stories that, however minutely, have been altered by your actions. Seek out the tales that remain in both the forgotten time and the present time. Well, yeah, I'm all for doing that this stream. Let's do it. I mean, we're here. Might as well do it on stream, yeah? I'm guessing maybe... Okay, there's something in past Krot. There's presumably Resora here at City Hall, as well as the hotel. Interesting, there's nothing with Arlecchino. I don't remember where Arlecchino is in the Arch Abbey, but he's in the Arch Abbey. I'm surprised there's not a thing to go talk to him. Let's start in the past. We got Leia's key. I don't know where the key goes. We can also check the golden seed. Cutscene? Was this the formation of the Grand Stargazer? I guess the butterflies are going to lead us to where to use the key. Alidora's not here anymore. Also, while we're at it, I would like to switch to her attire. Battle apparel worn by the legendary Stalker. Despite her the Stalker feared a warm touch more than a cold blade. Despite her legendary skills, she walked through life alone, accepting 2 special boys as apprentices, reawakened her resolve to protect the innocent. They made the cape longer to hide P's ass? This game sucks? Her mask. The mask worn by the legendary Stalker. The Stalker agonized over her worthiness to wear this mask. The cricket guides the way, but what if it's the one who becomes lost? Don't worry about losing your way, dear sister. The path will always appear, as long as there's somewhere to return to. The mask looks kind of sick on P, but I don't want to put it on. And then also we have her sword, which is a quality weapon, and I know some people are saying is in conversation for the best weapon in the game. Looks very cool. But let's not worry about it right now. We'll just stick with the gun sword for the time being. Okay, no, they didn't shorten it enough. You can still see. It definitely does a little more for her than it does for P, but it certainly does not look bad on him, that's for sure. Oh, it opens this. Also, this is not a thing anymore. We can't interact with where the golden seed was planted. Secret room key. Alright, what's back here? I wonder.
The painting. This must have been Leia's room. Who knew her memories were so close?
His recollection and memory of Halcyon days. Or Halcyon days.
My dearest Carlo, listening to this song always reminds me of you. Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together? We were happy then. They were precious, if all too short moments of happiness. Perhaps those times were so precious because of their brevity. Why is it that we humans always look for more when happiness is already in our grasp? I couldn't appreciate what we had then, but that wasn't because I found you tiresome. After breaking ties with the Monad family, I was lost. I could barely take care of myself. So taking responsibility for you and Romeo, it was more than I could bear at the time. But in the end, you two saved me. You washed away all the spite and hatred in my heart. Legendary Stalker. A worthless title. That cruel end should never have been your fate. It was only when I held your pale, cold face in my hands that I understood that we should have stayed together. That I should never have left the two of you. But now you belong to the past. I shouldn't cry. It happens to us all. Eventually, I will join you there as well. No one lives forever. So in time, we will meet again. And in that moment, my wish is that I get to sit with you as the light of the sunrise washes over us, and we share a laugh. Together, your teacher, Leia.
Enduring resolve. To the Legend's last recording. A painting of a scene depicting a small concert. It is an image filled with cherished memories. And we got a red disc version of Survivor. I think that maybe it would be appropriate to end the stream by listening to that. Although I feel like we might get more records as we go. Because I don't think there... I'm pretty sure there's an achievement or a trophy for getting all the records, and we still have not gotten that one. So... let's go to the hotel next with the painting, which we've established is there in the present. I looked before. We get to unveil the beauty of it. Goddard, Painter's Sky. Well, now what if we check the golden seed in the present? Because we can't check the golden seed in the past anymore. So maybe something has changed up here now. Indeed it has.
Wow, look at it. So beautiful.
Golden rose that miraculously bloomed from a seed planted long ago in the garden. It may be used to decorate something in the hotel. However meager, the boy's fight transcends the boundaries of time and alters fate itself. A golden tribute to the story is left behind, beyond the infinite repetition of time. And I assume we can't use the key to get in there this way? No, okay. I suppose that just leaves us with Rizora in the present, then? Although I'm not optimistic that she's alive. But maybe. I assume the butterflies will lead me to her location. But I don't exactly remember where she is located. Or exactly where that tree is. If it doesn't. Yeah. It's up here somewhere, though. Okay, man. Come on now. I think it's like right up here, right? Well, there she is.
You came. I knew you would. So happy to see you again. Friends always meet again. So I'll wait for you. Again at the world's end. Farewell. My forever friend. Who looks like my dear Carlo.
Rizara's treasure, last piece of the drawing. Arrange the pieces into drawing of a family. A child's drawing that looks very old. On the back there are 2 sentences, each with different handwriting. Our beloved son, may your every day be as happy as this one. Yeah. Thank you for coming, my friend, again, my dearly missed. Well, I suppose that's the end, isn't it? So we go back and we listen to the record, and I think that's the DLC done. At least for now. On stream, anyway. There's nothing else here in the Forgotten Time. I actually don't know if we can even use the rose here in the past on the record player. We may need to go to the present. Just sort of went here instinctually. Gramophone now holds a cherished memory. Okay, I don't see it though. Let's go to the present real quick. I don't see it though. Maybe it's blocked by the little drape over it. I want to at least see the rose on the gramophone. Yeah, it was definitely blocked by the drape, because now we can see it quite clearly. Survivor. I'm going to turn it up a little bit for the stream. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Close your eyes and listen up. Everyone's paying attention to you. You look so sad. You don't have to be so wise. Feel a bit of your hurt. Carry on. Please forget about your past fears and trust yourself now. No turning back. Just keep the flame alive inside of you. And there's no need for tears. Look into yourself. Don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. I know that we need a last survive force. Cause you're here. Never give up. It won't be that easy. Pick yourself up. I know that you will always be. Because you're the chosen one. Whoa, don't cry no more. If you're
I love this game, man.
not scared anymore. Don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Cause you're here.
Heart is pounding. Something beautiful about my original save where I had no clue how the lying in truth mechanic worked. Finally making it to your heart is pounding on the final disc of the DLC, huh? Well, final reminder, death count 119, 2 more than Dark Souls 1 in its entirety. This has been a wonderful stream. It's been a wonderful game. I'm going to be playing this game in my own time again. I truly, truly, truly love Lies of P so very much. I think this game is so special, so incredible. And I am so excited to see what this team cooks up next with the tease for the Dorothy, Wizard of Oz game. Because I think if it has anywhere as much heart and passion and everything that this game has, I imagine they're going to blow me away all over again with a concept that I didn't think could work all over again, just like they did with this game. I don't have much more to say. This game's just so, so very good. Thanks for hanging out. It's been wonderful streaming this game. Dark Souls 3 will be back soon. And then we can finally get to Expedition 33 so that I can cry even more live on stream. Alright. Be good to yourselves. Stay strong. And don't you dare go hollow. I don't know. I really do love Lies of P. Alright. Bye.
We are not scared anymore. I know that we will be the last survivors. Never give up, it won't be dead easy. Pick yourself up, I know that you will always be. Because you're the chosen one. Whoa, don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Don't cry.